2025 was not a great year for the Walt Disney World Resort, whether it was the closing of Muppet Vision or the destruction of Rivers of America. Folks, we could go over story after story, attendance down, and yet turn that frown upside down, for I have a story for you as we end 2025. A hero has emerged at Disney, saving the crowds, saving the kids, saving the guests from a 400-pound catastrophe. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's the kind of video I wanted to end the year on, and I love it. I don't love that someone has been injured, but I love that someone acted heroically. From thatparkplace.com, we want to shine a spotlight on this man. Who is he? And he's someone who saved the day, that's for sure. Heroic Disney World cast member protects guests from runaway 400-pound Indiana Jones boulder after scary malfunction. This is the man right over here on the left side. He's going to save the day. We're going to tell you what his name is, and what a great guy. It says a Disney World cast member put himself directly in harm's way this week and may have prevented a serious tragedy after a frightening malfunction during the Disney Hollywood Studios Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular boulder sequence sent a massive prop hurtling towards guests. Yes, at one of the most crowded times of the year. Disney has not been crowded. It was this time. Packed house, full audience, and this 400-pound giant ball was barreling towards kids. The incident occurred during a performance of the Stunt Spectacular. The boulder prop, which weighs approximately 400 pounds, dislodged from its track and rolled off course. Now, the reason for this may have been, ladies and gentlemen, because of the winds that have been at the Walt Disney World Resort. We're not exactly sure. Perhaps it hit an obstacle or something. Maybe there was a bit of debris. We don't know. This has never happened, by the way. And I need to explain this to you. This thing has been going, since 1989? This has never happened before. So this is a very, very long-running performance, and this prop essentially has been there since then, and it's never happened. So this is exceedingly rare. It's unusual. Now, you've got this very exceedingly unusual situation, and you need to know, too, the way the boulder is designed before we play the video. The boulder, which is essentially one of those giant bouncy ball kind of things you can get from Walmart, it's inflated, right? It's made so that as Indy is running away from it, if it were to make contact with him, because they're both going in the same direction, it won't hurt him. It won't harm him. It's filled with air. It's okay. However, what it is not made for whatsoever, ever, never, never, is to go head on with it. So if it is going in one direction and it reaches an obstacle going the other direction, 400 pounds and extremely elastic, it's probably going to win the day. It's probably going to knock you over, right? Okay, so let's go to one view of this. This is what happened. The ball comes dislodged. We'll play it right here, right now. You can see it's bouncing out. Boom, takes out the cast member. There you go. Okay, you got the fire. We're going to watch it one more time. Here's all the fire. There's Indy. Here comes the boulder. Come on, boulder. There you go. And then, it hit the wall. So here's what I think happened. Let's pause for a minute. I'm going to show you this, okay? And we'll full screen this so you can see too. I think I see exactly what happened. I believe the wind, which has been whipping around the Orlando area, blows the boulder into the frame of the temple back there, which it's not supposed to do, which bounces it off. Let's watch again. Here it comes. And boom, it hits that frame and just comes dislodged. Out it goes, bounces over fire, which could be a problem, and the cast member stops it from going into kids. Now remember, again, this is 400 pounds, okay? This is 400 pounds. Now you could say, well, that goofy cast member, he just didn't know. You know, he got walloped, he got taken out by this thing, but he didn't know better because, who knows what's going to happen when you take on a bouncy ball? You think you'll be fine, right? Think again, ladies and gentlemen. This cast member's name is Robert. Robert stepped in the way, fully knowing what was on his way because he's a former stuntman, and he's worked this show. This former stuntman, Ashley Suit tells us, this former stuntman decided to step in the way and save the day for families and kids. Folks, can you imagine? Some of you might think, the detractors out there might say, come on, pro. Come on, it's a bouncy ball. It's not going to hurt anybody. They're in their seats. It'll be okay. Folks, what if there's an infant in that first or second row? What if there's a toddler? This man stepped in front of it knowing that he was taking on a 400-pound thing and that he was going to get hurt probably. Ashley says this heroic cast member is our dear friend Robert. He received 6 stitches but is recovered in the hospital. He's a former stuntman and his quick thinking saved many. Please keep him in your prayers. And if we get on here, you can see a new angle of it. You can see just what happened there. I don't know that there's a better way for him to stop it. I've looked at this a few times, and I just don't know that he can stop it any better. He kind of braces himself, but I'm afraid that if he had locked up, you think about a linebacker getting ready to really shove. I'm afraid that if he had done that, he would have been hurt worse. And he probably knows that as a stuntman. I think if he had locked up and got into that position to try to really forcefully stop the thing, I'm afraid it may have blown out his knees or something because of the power of a 400-pound object that has that kind of elasticity. So it's not just 400 pounds, but it's also going to capture that energy, and then it's going to release it in kinetic form back at you because of the elastic nature of it. So it's not like getting hit with a giant 400-pound baseball, which would hurt. This thing's different because it's 400 pounds, but it's bouncy. It's gonna absorb you and then reflect that energy back into you. Different situation. I don't want to get hit by a 400-pound baseball either, though, I'll tell you. Now, one of the things I love about this is if we just scroll down, we don't usually do this. We're not a channel that goes into the comments of stuff, but I just want you to see this. And Robert, if you're watching, I just want you to see the love that people feel. And I'll tell you why in just a minute people feel this way. At Family Crazy Life says, please relay from this Disney fan to him and his family, thank you. And Ashley says, I will tell him thank you. Andrea says, awesome, Robert. Steven says, thinking of Robert, he's no longer just a stuntman, but a hero, maybe even a superhero. Jacob says, saw him in the show just a couple of weeks ago, praying for a speedy recovery. Hal says, wow, so he knew the force he was about to be met with and he still got walloped. I assume the cast member was a kid that had no idea what he was about to be steamrolled by. By the way, the prop has just ragdolled him. That man is truly a hero. And Rennie says, if I'm not mistaken, he was my traditions facilitator. Incredible guy. Praying for a fast recovery. What I want to tell you is the reason that we admire Robert so is because in an age of narcissism, Robert decided to do the right thing, and it just happened. He didn't have to spend a long time pondering it. He just innately, instinctively stepped into the fray for the people on that row who they were not prepared. And it might have been a kid, it might have been a toddler, it might have been an elderly person. And Robert is, I don't want to say this, but Robert, you're an older white dude. No, I would never say that, Robert. That's what the kids would say. Well, at least the kids that weren't saved by you there. But they don't know better, Robert. We don't hold it against them. We thought the same when we were young. But, in today's age, sometimes people think that old white dudes just aren't very cool for some reason. Robert is a very cool dude. And the thing that makes him cool is that he decided, you know what? I'm going to do what it takes to make things be right. This isn't part of my job. This isn't part of my duty. This isn't part of the protocols. This is what I'm called to do in this moment, is to take the hit, take it on the chin, literally step into the mat and do that which saves the day. So Robert, thanks for giving us a story to cover at the end of 2025 that really reminds us how we all should be living. Folks, in the next year, let's all try to be a little bit more like what Robert is doing here. No, he didn't go into a freezing pond and save somebody. No, he didn't talk, somebody who wants to delete another person's life off of that idea over the phone. He took on a bouncy ball. I got it. But he knew it was a 400-pound behemoth of a ball, and he knew he was going to fall. And he did it anyway. So that's the kind of person I want to be. It's the kind of person I hope you'll be. In this next year, ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you'll hold dear the idea that perhaps we should take care of ourselves so well that it's just innate within us to take care of others too. All right, folks, that's the video. That's a wrap for 25. On to 26. Click the like button, drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts on all of this. And if you'd like to say a positive word to Robert, that would be cool too. As we get ready to wrap, I just want to say one more time to Robert, I think you're a cool dude, Robert, and I bet your family is so proud right now to be able to say that you're one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Hey, Floral. I just wanted to let you know I have a New Year's resolution.
Okay.
Although, I don't want to say it. It might be like a wish. If I speak it, I'll break it.
Usually a resolution is spoken out loud so you can be held accountable to it. Like, my resolution is to go to thatparkplace.com and be ready to see its new facelift, and to make sure I'm always subscribed to guys like Jonas and Pro, Culture Casino, Lorena Creole, John Trent, all of them.
Well, I actually got Slade Wilson to also make a resolution.
What's that?
I'd get in too much trouble if I repeated it. He took it way further than I feel comfortable repeating.
Well, that's probably a good call. But, what's yours?
It's not to say anything mean about Jonas.
How do you plan to do that? You're an idiot.